everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Anitsa, and this is the place to come for a little bit of everything, from DIYs to unboxing and hauls to vlog entries about my everyday life. It's a little bit about me. I love cats, Harry Potter, theme parks about Harry Potter, traveling and classical music, and definitely movies and TV. Also, I've got acne and I live with bipolar 2 disorder, so I am far from your polished YouTuber. But the thing is, I just hope that you can come here to this channel for honesty and just a connection to a fellow human being. Let's get started. Today we're going to be doing something fun, a DIY, and let me be clear that I am not a crafty person, so I'm not really sure why I'm doing a DIY for my first video, but Halloween is one of my favorite holidays, so I thought we'd do something spooky. Woo! We're making headstones out of cereal boxes. Pretty fun. So you're just gonna need a couple things. I literally just pulled things that I already had in my house because I didn't want to go out and buy things. So this is why it's so easy. You just need a cereal box. Not sponsored by Cap'n Crunch, by the way. Scissors, masking tape, a Sharpie, a pen of any kind will really work. Well, a marker, I would say. Some paint. So I'm using acrylic, but you can use spray paint as well. And then a couple brushes. I also, just for fun, to add a little texture to the tombstones, got some crunchy leaves, dried leaves from outside. So you can do that. You can use anything you want, or you can just skip it. It's up to you. So first, just to make it a little bit easier, we're going to cut the top of the box off on both sides. Okay, so now is when you take your pen and draw a sort of half circle. You can do it any sort of height you want. And then you cut down the side to your line. This is a little bit tricky, but it's not too bad. All right, so now you have your template for the other side. So you take this, flip it over, and put it this way. Use that as your guide. Oops. See, it's okay. Or not. Oh, that looks good. I told you I'm not good at crafting. All right, now's the fun part. You take your sides and you pull them up and put them together just like that. So this is where you need the tape. Super easy. This is your shape for your headstone. So take a good size piece of your tape. So you're going to want to connect it to both sides. And I usually start over on one side and bring it around. So now that I've struggled to get the tape on, it's honestly not hard, but I'm just awkward, as we've discovered. But here, it's pretty much all the way done, so that's all you need to do. But the end here, it's okay that it doesn't connect, because you can just use tape to go over the top of it. And it doesn't matter how much you have on either side, because you're just going to paint over it anyway, and it adds some texture. So there we go, now you have your headstone. So now is when you begin to paint your headstone. So, like I said, you can use spray paint, which actually might be a lot quicker and dry faster, but this is what I had and it works. So, and to alleviate like waste and a little more of a mess, instead of using like a paper plate to put my paint on, I just apply it directly to my brush, but you can do however you want. And all you gotta do is start painting. So as you can see, I'm nearing the end of my first coat here, and I think you're gonna need a couple coats at least, because the material and the cardboard and the paint don't exactly work together super nicely. So you just need a couple coats. And I would say Give it a good hour to dry once you get the whole box done. So now is actually a good time as well to put on your texture if you'd like. So instead of having to glue these down, I kind of literally just take paint over the top, and it's okay if they get crunchy and kind of fall apart, because that's the point, is to have as much texture as possible. Once your headstone is completely dry, you just start detailing. That's the fun part, because you can do this however you want. There are no rules. I take a little bit of black paint and just kind of start smearing around the edges. I like to use a sponge brush because it makes it a little bit more porous. Time to add a few embellishments. See, I like to use a couple different colors. I use gray, black, and then white. And you can actually make gray with black and white. Fun fact, I'm sure most of you know, but I happen to have gray, so I just use it. And there you have it, your scary headstones.